Hi there, it's Tanya from Tatty Treasures. Hello and welcome back. This weekend we're going to make a few different pieces. A couple of them are ones that I've probably shown you like flip throughs, and then a few of you have said, oh, can you make them? So that's what I'm going to do. But this one is actually one I made in the Roxy challenge, and I did say, oh, I'll definitely do that again in the Botanical series. So it's one of the expanding, yeah, don't know if I've glued it together. I think I have. There, one of the expanding envelopes. So we're going to make that today. I've got another two things to make. So depending on, I want to get them out over the weekend between Saturday and Sunday. So they might not go up in the order that I filmed them. I'm going to put the two shortest on Saturday and then the longer one on Sunday, because we have the vlog on a Sunday. So yeah, you might get them in the wrong kind of way. So I've made a mock-up. So we've got that. I've got all the bits what we need. So I've got this lovely organza, and it's just got like like a gather in it. That was from Splatter Inky on Etsy. And I've got these little tags what we stained with the Stains by Patty pockets, and then did the Tim Holtz stamps on them. So we've got those. I've done a load of circles, just done this out of 200 GSM. Oh no, I don't think it is. I think it might be 160 GSM, and we'll stick those together. And I've got some field note kind of labels from Tracy Fox. Also got some Bradsa and some ball pins. So we've got everything there. And I've also got some botanical pages. These are from the Concise book of Flora, which is by Martin Kimball, I think it is. And I've got some dictionary pages. Now these are very thin, so I've stuck two together on each of them to give them a bit more thickness. So I don't know if to get the big trimmer out or the little one. I think it would be quicker to get the big one out, even though it's a little bit more awkward. So I'm going to start by trying to get this on the table. Start by taking the white off. So I'll do a couple, I mean they're all white, aren't they, this bit. So I'm going to start by doing those. So I'm going to do that all the way round. One, they do need to be a little bit smaller than they actually are, and two, I just think they look better without it. So I'm going to be doing quite a few, so I will pause the video in sections while I work on the others, because I'm going to be making these sets up to put in the Etsy shop. I'm going to keep a couple of sets for myself to use at a later time. But yeah, I want to put some sets in the shop. I'll have probably put them up before this video goes up, to be honest. Right, let me just check some of them. I thought they'd be all at the same point. That's fine. That's got a bit of white on. Bit of black line, should I say. Okay, that's all those done. I'm just going to get the ruler and just measure these so I know roughly. So they're about 7 1/4 wide. So I'm thinking if I cut this side, that side off, And then I think I'll do these at 7. Okay. So that's them widthways. Quite thick now. They at 2 each page. So I said 7, didn't I? Let's try and straighten that up a little bit. Okay. I don't want to keep any of these strips. I have got lots of strips, and yeah, I need to get some projects done before I save any more. So I'm going to start by folding these in half. These are going to want cutting down, but I'll just cut them from the top. So making sure that the crease is at the bottom and the open bit at the top, and then I can cut the top off. And I'm using 2 pages for each envelope, so you'll have 2 openings inside your envelope. You can have more, you could do 3 or 4. I think if you did any more than that, you would need to put you know, score a little spine underneath. So that's that one. Oh, I've still got quite a few here. Gosh, I feel like I've been folding pages forever. Right, I'm going to try and do these envelopes all the same size, only for the fact of just to make it easier to cut down these ones. No other reason. Okay, so that's all those done. Just leave those there a minute. Let's just move that out of the way. So I'm going to bring the front bit up, and I'm going to bring it up. I don't know, let's try 4. Ish. Okay. And then just want to leave a little gap in there, not loads, but I want to have a big enough flap because I want to sew around it and put the ribbon through the middle. So that's fine. So let's just get this as a rough guide. This one must have been smaller, so I'm going to have to do that smaller because I want a bigger flap. So if one doesn't fit, I can just cut that one down more. Okay, so that's all those folded. So that is about 4. So I'm thinking if I cut it down to, let's try 3 3/4 and see what that's like. That's perfect. So I'll just keep grabbing 2 at a time because obviously that is 4 pages because they're stuck together. So 3 3/4. A really awkward angle here. Oh. So. Okay, so they're all done, and I'm going to go all the way around the whole thing in zigzag. Snip that off, and I'm going to go across there with that gathered lace. So I'm just going to, let me get my big scissors out. Just going to measure that across minus the stitching, because I want the stitching out. So that's that, and again I'm just going to do it as zigzag because I like the way it looks, and I'm going to place that just there. So get it straight and put my foot down, get your foot down, and go straight across. Okay, and lift up. Just gonna cut that off at the end, so it's just a little bit longer, and that's that one. So I'm gonna do the rest, and then I will be back. I did go a bit skew with there, but that's fine, and I like how it is hanging over the top a little bit. So I'll be back in a tick. Okay, that's all those sewed. So I'm going to go around them all now with walnut stain, just all around the edges. So you don't need to sew them if you don't have a machine, or you don't want to machine them. I've made these before. Well, the ones I made in the Rocks Challenge I didn't, so I just thought it would add a bit, especially with them being botanical. Okay, looks nice. So that's that. First made envelopes with this paper when I followed a tutorial by Tracy Fox. Probably, I don't know, nearly 2 years ago. I think it was one of the first things that I properly made. They didn't have the tie on them. I think they had like a little book plate. They had something else on them. I can't remember what it was. It was before I did YouTube, obviously. But yeah, that's the first time I'd heard about this book. When I saw her use it, I thought, what a fabulous book. And I think I've probably had about 4 of them since. Managed to pick a couple up quite reasonable, but yeah, they can be quite expensive. I mean, I think average is around 20-30 pounds. I think the cheapest I've picked it up for is about £8. I normally pay about £10, which is a lot for a book, but it's beautiful. It's got lots of pages. They're lovely size pages, and you can do lots with it. And I see it as you know, you can use it instead of scrapbook paper. So if you look at it in that way, the book's pretty cheap, because you get a lot more pages than you would get in a paper pad. I bet you I've not done. Oh, I think I did. Yeah. Right, so that's the inking done. So I think next I'm going to put the closure on. So might as well get them all out. I think I did too many, but I can put them in a little tub for another time. So that's what we want. I'm just going to, so I think I've got 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm just going to start gluing 2 together. If I'd use thicker card, I want to stick 2 together, but yeah, I think it's probably about 160 GSM. So I'll stick all these together, and then I'm going to ink around them. And yeah, I don't know if it's worth pausing the camera for. It won't take me a minute. So I hope everyone's doing okay. We're fine here. I am filming, I think I'm filming about 3 weeks in advance. I will at this point have finished all the botanical fabric embellishments that I'm doing in the series. So after this weekend, there's not going to be 2 bases, botanical bases videos from this week. There'll be just one, and then I think that's going to be on a Monday, and then on the Friday is going to be botanical embellishments, and then the weekends are going to be go back to doing as bigger projects. So that's 2, 4, 6. So I've wrote myself a new schedule out, because some things have ended, you know, I've come to the end of series and things. So I thought I'd have a bit of a jiggle. Right, so we've got those. Keep the glue out because we need that again. Just going to go around the edges, just so really you can't see that there's 2, and just get a little bit on the front just to grunge them up a bit. Not really put that straight, but it doesn't matter, it's not that noticeable. So yeah, I hope you're not fed up with this botanical series. I don't know why I bothered calling it a series, because obviously I mainly work with botanicals, so but yeah, I just wanted to go from start to finish, you know, getting prepared, getting bases done and embellishments done and ephemera done, to then doing projects. But yeah, it's obviously going to be an ongoing thing anyway. So I'm going to have a little bit of a break from the Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodles Mass Makes, and when we start them again, I'll be doing it with Edith Holden. So we've come to the end of doing it with the bow bunny. So I'm just going to get a hole in the middle. I'm going to push right down because I'm using quite big brads. I don't normally use these, but I thought for this I can get them used up. So yeah, I've got a couple of Edith Alden folios I want to make, which will use quite a bit of the pieces that I made in one of the DD Farrago challenges. And then I thought once all those pieces have gone, then I'll start the bow bunny. Let's just measure these. I think they're about 7. Oh, 7 1/4. So, because I'm not very good at eyeballing middles up, I do that. And I'm going to poke that through. Don't know why I folded that bit, because I need the bottom bit folding. Okay. And I'm going to go in. Just mind your fingers around, around there. Oh my goodness me. Sometimes my fingers have just got a mind of their own. Right, I'm going to push that right down. And I'm just going to get this other one. And I'm going to just pop it on top. Okay, leave that like that for a minute. And I think Dee Dee's finished with the hashtag 2021 series. I don't know if she's going to occasionally just bring another pocket out. So if she does, then, you know, I will do them as and when. But yeah, that series is finished. And obviously I've finished all my big projects, so looking forward to starting some new ones. But at this point I can't tell you what, because I don't know what you've all voted for. So we'll have to see what comes out. I've kind of got myself prepared, you know, for a couple of different projects, so I'll just see what you've voted for and I'll go with that first. And I do want to do another design team project for Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Only thing is, the kit that I want to use is the blue one, and the 2 kits that I've chosen to do 2 big projects with are also blue, so yeah. But you know, I suppose if I do Botanicals blue and I like purple, you know, they're always going to be those colours, aren't they? just not that much into other colours. But hopefully with the Edith Alden, and we'll be able to start some Tim Holtz projects again soon. I want to go back into my I've got a couple of fresh pads which I don't want to start, but I've got a whole pack of vellum which I'd like to do something with, and I've got a lot of Tim Holtz scraps. So I think I'll be coming back and doing some stuff with the vellum, and yeah, getting the scraps used up before starting on any of the new ones. Yeah. And that's that one. I don't know what Colin keeps coming up and down for. I think he's just checking everybody's okay. Say Alma's in her bedroom. She's not been home from school very long. She's got some homework to get on with. She's got a room to tidy, and then I do want her to do a few jobs for me, some little jobs for my dream catcher shop. But she's not very keen. I keep saying about money, and even that's not getting her motivated. But I've made my mind up she's doing these jobs. Eek. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, another hour and I'll have to get on with tea. I'm filming this on a Monday, and then tomorrow I'll be doing orders. Should probably film the next parts of this at the weekend. Right, so that's all those done, so we don't need them. So let's bring the first one in. So we want 2 of these, which I've cut down, so if they at the top there's still some room at the bottom, and I'm going to stick them, I think, just under the stitching. So first I'm going to run some glue up each side, so up there. I hope there's no bad words on this dictionary. I am sorry if there is. Oh, doesn't seem very straight. I think it'll be fine. Right, next one. Okay, make sure they both the right way. Yeah, and then I'm going to put some glue down the middle from the top, and I'm doing it about a third of it, nothing, you know, not a whole psh. I don't know why I had to do that sound, but you know what I mean. And then we're going to place that one on top like so. Okay, then we're going to do the same from here. Sorry if that's making it irritating, scratching noise. Okay, make sure they're the right way again. Put them there. Just double check that everything fits. Yep. Turn it over. And again, do the same thing through the middle. Excuse me. Like so. So I'll do another couple on camera and then I'll pause again. So we've got 2. I'm going to glue up the sides. Summer's come out. It's been very rainy here. One minute it's absolutely throwing it down, and then it's really nice sunshine. Our garden is like an absolute jungle because every time Ryan's off work it is throwing it down. So that's the only thing until it gets to summer, and then the only thing is there is then too hot to want to go in the garden. So we keep changing the garden round, so eventually we won't have that much actual gardening to do, but to get it to that state, there's quite a lot to get done. And we was having a shed, but with having to have a new car, it's we've had to put that off. So as kind of plans for what we was doing in the garden has had to be put on hold. So there's always something, isn't there? But it's fine. We'll get there. I don't spend a lot of time, obviously, in the garden. I've not got the time. I keep having these you know, grand ideas of, oh yes, I'm going to sit in the garden and read Edith Holden and, you know, all that kind of thing. But I don't know where I'm thinking I'm getting this time from. But yeah, one day I'll have all that time spare, which will be super duper. So we just go through the middle. Where's that folding? Let's just check that's okay, yeah. Okay, that's that one. I'll do one more and then I'll pause and do the others. So going gluing both down both sides. It took me a bit to understand how to do these. I know the first time I did it, I got in a right mess. I think I did it with bags the first time I tried it. So when I tried it in Rachel's challenge, the Roxy weekly challenge, I'd only done it once before, and yeah, I had to watch her video a couple of times to actually get what she was doing. And then once you actually get it, there's nothing to it. And I think they look brilliant. I think they're nice at the front of a journal with some cards in and stuff, and then you can pop them in as you use them, or you can have your stickers in there ready to decorate. So I'm just going to glue down this middle part, and then I want to go just under the sewing but just above the crease there, like so. And we'll glue this one, try and get right at the top, so I don't want it to sag down. Okay, like that, and then give it a good press down. Okay, so that's all those stuck in. So we'll get us little things that we're going to be putting on. Might as well put these on first. So these was just some little tiny tags. I think they're like jewellers, like price tags or something. I can't remember where I got them from. I don't know if it was from eBay. And then, like I say, I just painted them with the patty pockets, but you could do it with ink. And then just used a Tim Holtz number stamp on them. And I love them. I've got loads in my pot what I haven't put numbers on, so I will have to sit one day and just get the numbers on. I'm going under the sewing. I don't know why, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's those two. I was going to put some buttons on it, but when I put them against it with having that, it just didn't look right. That's that one. Yeah. I think these are going to make a nice set when they're done. But yeah, I'm going to keep a couple of sets because I think I'm going to do a really like either fresh journal or altered file folder, and have all these more fresh coloured botanicals. Nearly there. And I'm going to ink those labels up and just stick them in the right hand corner. And I think that's enough decoration. Okay, so that's all those done. Just get my walnut stain again. Might as well just ink them all up in one go. Okay, I've inked all those up, so I'll just get the labels on. Okay, just place it. There. Yep. I think I'm about ready to print some of these labels off. I'm fine for numbers, but I think I need to print I think it's called scientific-y labels. And I could do with printing out Tracy's definitions, but I have got some labels from Pink Monarch Prints. I think they was in with I bought some like herbal tags and there was labels in there, but when I printed the herbal tags off I didn't need any labels, so I think I'll have a look what's in there. Could do with some blank labels as well. I know I've got millions of number ones. So I've printed a lot of Tina's numbers off after I'd already cut a load of Tracy Fox ones out, so I've got millions. So that's that one. I'm just going to use some string, and the string that I'm using is just a gardener's string, and it's in a nice forest green. That's from my Amazon, and it is linked on my Amazon favourites. I think these brads are on my Amazon favourites as well, and there's a section of books I use, and I think this book is in there. It should be. So that's all those done. I've done with the glue. I'm going to pop those circles over on my tray and get the string. It's all fall to bits. I don't know how or why. Right, so I'm just going to go round. I'm going to leave a bit of a tail, and I'm going to tie it, and then I'm going to bring it to the top, tie it again. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off, bring this round and wrap it around once to there, and then cut it off. So that's one. tie it at the bottom, at the top. I've not bothered putting a spacer underneath because this string is quite thick, so it lifts it all anyway, so you don't seem to need that extra to be able to get around it. The string just naturally lifts it. Do we try to get a bit more of that off? So that's that one. Been going that way, haven't I? I love working with this paper, it's so nice. So it's really fresh and I don't know, it just reminds me of like just energetic. It's alive. Oh, that's a bit wiggly. Right, let's go down, round and round. So when I did it in the Roxy challenge, I did it with different digital papers. So, you know, you could make quite a few, mass make them and use different papers on. So, you know, future projects, what you're going to be doing and stuff like that. And then you've got them ready to go. That's the one that's done already. I left myself much to tie there. It's a challenge. Just got it. That's it. Okay. And the last one. And that's that one. So that's them done. So let's have a look inside. And then it opens up like so. They're fun, aren't they? And that's that. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you give this a go. I've really enjoyed doing them. There we go. Thanks a lot. See you later for the second part. Bye for now.